Hello everyone, we are in our studios in Rotterdam and today with us is Dmitrij Hasenkampf. Dmitry, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You're a familiar face nonetheless, but in a new position. And what I'm trying to say with that is that you recently started working with RTSB. What is your new role there?
Well, I will still be responsible for the sales and business development, like I used to in the old company. I don't want to limit the action to a position or description on my visit card or something like this. In the recent years, I have collected a lot of experience in different areas of the business, like IT, PR, business development, marketing, sales, obviously, and of course, I will use the experience in whatever area the company needs me to. So,
but more or less, you're in the same field of expertise, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's still though a career change. So, what is the biggest change that you're facing now?
Well, so far, like all in all, the transition have been very smooth. The colleagues are very welcoming. I knew a lot of them from the market. You know, especially the sales staff. We see each other on the exhibitions. You guys provide a really nice platform to get to know the people from other companies. Well, the market is the same, so I wouldn't say there has been a great challenge or something like this or a big change for me. So basically, I had a break of 2.5 months. The old company released me from my duties in October. I had a break though, but since then, since January, I'm acting fully and getting to know the people in the company.
Okay, yeah. But you mentioned that you know most of them, right?
I knew a couple of them, like the sales staff I was familiar with, all the operational guys, all the, everybody from administration, like from the background. I didn't know, but there have been very welcoming and it was a very, very nice start.
Yeah, it's a nice transition, I can imagine, to have some familiar people around you. You have been in the office for a few weeks already, as you mentioned, since the start of January, right?
Yes.
If there is something that you have learned about your new employer during this period, what would that be?
Well, a good question. You kind of know that RTSB is the family business, right? And but I didn't know that the family kind of feel transitions into the business that much. Like this is a very warm family-like structure. You are very flexible. You have all the freedom. You want to have a project, certain project. They provide you with the tools to execute this. I didn't know that the family feeling actually reflects that much in the company itself. This is it was my first. It was the first thing that stood out the most, I guess.
The first impression, right?
Yeah.
And it works for you, right?
Works perfectly for me. I'm a very hands-on type of guy. So I just like to start off and see what where the flow gets me.
Okay. Of course, RTSB is a known player in the market, but for those who don't know, can you explain a bit the range of activities of the company?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I start a little bit with the history.
Sure.
RTSB was developed as a freight forwarder to execute the transports between Germany and the CIS countries. Already there, we started to use all the borders, like Ukraine, Belarus, Baltic states. And already there we collected a lot of experience in those countries. And it kind of played out in our cards when the market started to evolve. And I mean the market of transportation between China and Europe. We used this experience in order to set up the right parts and to kind of start off running the trains.
Okay. You mentioned the family feeling that is also reflected on the company. Is this the greatest strength that RTSB has, or is there something else that makes it stand out from the competition?
No, there are actually a couple of strengths what I saw from the beginning. First of all, it's the flexibility that I mentioned, right? RTSB runs via every border crossing, uses all the solutions on the market, is trying to be very quick in execution. This is actually the second thing, this fast execution. I don't think there is a company which can set up a new concept quicker than RTSB does. Because of our investments, which we did in the recent years, I think we have the network and the structure to set up things very fast. Okay. And this is actually the third thing that stands out as a strength. I think RTSB invests into the future. Like we see the potential, and we try to buy assets. Not waiting for the potential to unveil first, to see how it plays out on the market and stuff like this, and then to invest. We are trying to invest when we already see the potential, and then when it unveils, it plays into our benefits. Okay,
but is it always the case that it plays to your benefits? I mean, what if you make an investment that doesn't work out in the end? How agile can you be?
Well, I think. Well, first of all, we've been lucky enough to for the investments to play into our cards. But I guess because of the flexibility, I guess the company finds out a way to deal with these investments, to kind of use it in other ways on the market. And the market is more or less transparent. Of course, we are not investing in something that we completely don't know, right? We invest in our IT system, which, in my opinion, is the biggest asset that RTSB has. We invest in the rail wagons. We invest in infrastructure. We invest in containers, equipment. So this is kind of the core business of our company. So yes. I don't think you can do something wrong with that. But it's kind of nice to have it already when the potential start to play out on the market.
And you also mentioned quick execution, and you mentioned that it's a matter of company structure. So how is the company structured differently than other companies, and you make it happen? Because I guess that quick execution is something that customers also value, right?
Absolutely. Alone to provide this quick offer is something that the customers value, and then to be able to set up the concept which actually works. This is another thing, but well, because of this harmonical growth that RTSB achieved over the years, I think the structure kind of set it up in the right way. We have representations in like every country along the way, and not only we have representation in Portugal, in Hungary, Turkey. You name a country which kind of takes part in the corridor, and we are there. Okay. I think this is why we are able to set up things very quickly.
So it's a matter of knowing the smaller markets and bringing them together.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now you're new in the company, as we mentioned, and you see things maybe more objectively. So what would you change in the company? What could you make better?
Well, I mean, the company already has everything what you need on the market. It grew very fast, but at the same time very harmonically. And for this year, we have a big goal to enhance our customer service. We are setting up a new department, which will be focusing on the customers and the service quality. And we are trying to, again, develop our IT structure in order to provide the customers with the most valuable and fast information and all the tools that they need in order to kind of connect with our systems.
All right. And how do you plan to bring your own ideas, your personal mark, let's say, in the company?
You know, RTSB is very known in China and has a very good image in China already. What is lacking in general for the rail business, and we are trying to promote it, and you know, it's getting more and more known on the market. But I think we need to. I will try to make the company more transparent to the market, more visible, in terms of what we are doing every day. I think the market doesn't even know what RTSB for great company actually is.
Is it a matter of marketing or brand identity that you want to work on?
Exactly. There are people that are already working on that, on those things, and I think I can provide a help to them. And of course, there is a core activity of mine, which is sales and business development. I take pride in providing solutions to the customers, and this is what I want, of course, to achieve with this company as well.
So this is going to be one of your main focus areas?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, on a different note, we have been stalking you a bit, in a good sense, on LinkedIn, and we've seen a pattern developing. We see that you have been with companies who are active on the New Silk Road. So I'm wondering, what is it that you find interesting in the specific particular market?
You know, the market, this is a global market. This is kind of fascinating how you close the distance from China to Europe. This is fascinating that you can pack up a laptop in Shenzhen in China 1 week, and 3 weeks later you can unpack it in Europe and use it. This is great stuff. Before it wasn't, it haven't been possible outside maybe the air freight, but this is very nice. You saw the LinkedIn network. I like connecting with the people. This is a very small market, like I said, a family-like market. We know each other, and you see it in all of your events. We know, we kind of know each other very good, and like to spend time with each other.
Yes, indeed.
This is a multilingual, multicultural market, and those are the things that I actually like about it.
Is it also about the challenge of bringing different countries together? Do you think that you would be bored, let's say, if you were working in a regional European market?
I think so. Yeah. Actually, you know what? The market, when I started at the former company, I told my previous boss that I need a challenge. You need to challenge me at all times, and this market actually never stops to challenge you.
And what is one main challenge that you want to tackle, for instance, as soon as possible?
Well, I like the IT development on the market. I think it can help the market evolve to the newest level, because all of the paperwork which we need to execute at the border crossing.
Digitalization, basically, right?
The digitalization of the market is one of the challenges of the next years. I think the border crossings itself have been a challenge in the recent years. Like I said, a lot of things that we can tackle. Okay.
What have you learned in the 6 years that you're working on the New Silk Road, and what things do you do differently than you used to before?
Well, in the former company, I started in the operations as a train manager, and like I said, my former company always found a way to challenge me. And from the operations, I went into the IT, from IT into the procurement and operations, from there to the sales department, and I kind of find myself there. But at this time, I already knew all the other areas of the business. So I learned from great managers, from great rhetoricians. This is actually why I took the rhetoric course myself. So in order to be able to also tell the stories when I go up to the stage, I hope I will be able to do so in the next couple of months. And yeah, those are the things that I learned, and I don't know, different. I for sure I do a lot of stuff differently. I couldn't tell you what. Maybe I got a little more patient. For sure, more professional.
Okay. And as a closing remark, where do you see yourself in 6 years from now? I mean, you have all this knowledge, you have developed all those skills.
It's like a working interview.
Where can you get from in 6 years from now?
Well, obviously, I cannot see the future, right? But I think what in 6 years, what I want to look back to is a personal, professional development. For sure, I want to develop or to be able to say that I actually contributed to the success of the family and the company that I'm working for right now. Yeah, I hope I can enhance the level of the troubleshooting and solve a couple of problems on the market and contribute to the development of the whole market, because this is actually what is very exciting about this market. This is a small market, and as a player on the market, you can really see your own contribution to the development of it. You cannot see it on the bigger market because you're a small fish in a big ocean. But here, as a player, you can achieve everything, and the whole market benefits from it.
Yes. I'm noting down the fact that you want to make an impact in the whole market, and I hope that in 6 years from now we will be here talking and saying and analyzing what changes you brought.
Make a picture of that and we sell it as an NFT.
Of course, we should. That's actually a good idea. Dmitry, thank you very much for being here today, and I wish you all the best with your new position.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you.